It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the... Stepping up now, Kevin Pillar. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For the White Sox, center fielder number 12, Kevin Pillar.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner towards second, but there to take it is Lowry as he was well positioned for route number one. Up next for Chicago, Avisail Garcia. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Line towards center field. That gets down and he's got himself a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Standing in now, Jose Abreu. Hit the other way out toward right field. Pinder has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are two down now. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Chris Davis. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's set. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Garcia leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Tilson moves over, and that's the 3rd out. Now to the plate, Charlie Tilson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st.
Leading off for the Athletic, center fielder.
And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their 2nd win in their last 8 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Throw to first is in time for the 1st out. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, you got to love what Jonathan Lucroy does for this offense. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
0-2 the count to Jed Lowry. Swing and a miss, and Lowry's a strikeout victim here. 2 away. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the 1st. Good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, Dero, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket. That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that. Here's Matt Joyce now, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. And it's fouled away. Joyce, a native Floridian. He was a 12th round selection back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Count remains 2-2. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Ready now for the White Sox, Miguel Sano. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. From the stretch, this is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Tilson. 1 down.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
The 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Pinder is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Matt Davidson.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Matt Davidson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming, here it is. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops, ball 1. The 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. 2 out, nobody on. To 2-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail this one 1-0.
Leading off for the
First
A's,
pitch of the at-bat.
designated hitter,
Takes a curveball right on the corner. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. The 1-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And let's focus on one of the most dynamic outfielders in our sport, Kevin Pillar. He's a highlight reel every time he takes the outfield. Has made some of the most signature catches of the last 5 years.
A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Strike 1 to start the at bat. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out. Beautiful day here in the East Bay as we get a shot there of downtown Oakland, and the Bay set to go here in the 3rd.
Second baseman.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. The 0-2 delivery. And a check swing here. Quick appeal, but Joe McDonald says he held off. It's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Backhanded. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So 1 gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West to just see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Joyce, but he doesn't have a chance. It's over his head. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Wow, throw a tent over it and bring out the clowns. Look like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
Dribbled up the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at 3rd, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
So here is Avisail Garcia. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
Popped him up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Line drive to left. Oh no, he can't hold on to it. In to score the runner from third. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, you can see what happens here. He's so focused on lining up to make his throw that he forgets one small detail. You got to catch it first, so he gets tagged with an error, as well he should.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Here's Miguel Sano. Big swing by Sano, and a ball sent to deep left field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. 2 runs on the board after that home run by Miguel Sano. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher, Wellington.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Flares this one over toward first. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning to this season.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base. Castillo at second with 2 down. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
1 ball.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And this is swung on and missed. Might have even been a foul tip that's held on to. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. And look there at the standings from the AL Central as you see where the White Sox find themselves coming into today's action. And Charlie Tilson now comes forward. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Here's Jed Lowry now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jed Lowry.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup over the inside corner. For the current campaign, Lowry is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Changeup in for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? And Garcia will tuck this one in, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
The batter, number 7.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Tim Anderson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. A 1 pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go the. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Jonathan Lucroy. He drew a walk his first time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. This is line to left. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Matt Olson. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting flunked in his last at-bat. Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
2-1 to the A's first baseman.
Count 2-1.
And the pitch on 2-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count. 3-2. Matt Joyce waits on deck. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out. Digging in to try it again, Matt Joyce. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and no strikes.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marcus Semien. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. Seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Again, another foul ball. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. 1 run scores. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
The right fielder, number 18.
Riding in once again, Chad Pinder, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Missed with a slider. Semien leads off second with nobody out. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
So that's now 7 strikeouts for him. Chad Pinder becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Fouled off. Chapman is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Matt Chapman goes down for route number 2 in the bottom half. Franklin Barreto is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. 1-1 to Franklin Barreto. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
He's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here. So here is Avisail Garcia, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The short, hit hard. Barreto brings it in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. One-0 count. Here it is. Grounded back up the middle. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the White Sox.
Digging in and looking for more, Chris Davis. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. And Charlie Tilson now comes forward. And then he and his fellow top of the order.
Buddy. Center fielder, Charlie Tilson. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 61, T.J. Howard.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now, he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Ready for another shot now. Jed Lowry. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. 4 runs, just 2 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Soft liner towards short, and that'll be the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Lucroy. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Garcia has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3. Ryan Gull takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 66.
Ready once again, Miguel Sano. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around. Now the pitch. Softly hit out to short. And this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning. 1 away, and here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. First offering on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Hit the other way out toward right field. Olsen takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Striding forward now is the DH, Matt Davidson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
A ball and 2 strikes to Matt Davidson. 2 out, nobody on. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He'll be the one to start things out for Oakland in their half of the 6th inning. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Now the pitch. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count. The 3-1. And a bouncing ball, foul. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Here's the first pitch to him. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Soft liner towards center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play. And that brings up Chad Pinder. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And to score from third, the tying run. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Hard hit ball to second. Moncada has it. And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Blake Trinan is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 is a swinging strike.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in to try it again, Tim Anderson. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Lowry ranging into shallow right. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Roll. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Kevin Pillar comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
Hey, great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
Center misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1. Anderson, base runner at first with 1 out. Now the 3-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Ready once again, Avisail Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, on the ground is short. Could this be two? The second for one. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play. Striding in once again, Charlie Tilson, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Pillar's there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And with one gone now, that'll bring in Jed Lowry. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Moncada ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Pretty much an obligatory take that time.
Yeah, when the first 2 guys of the inning make first pitch outs, you really don't have much choice.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Well hit to right. Just foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Hit down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the A's, number 31.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's 0 for 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. Hendricks, originally from down under in Australia. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Weak chopper up the line. Lowry back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play. Ready for another chance? Miguel Sano. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Olson, a 6'5" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Here's another 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Matt Joyce. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Digging in once again, Marcus Semien. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And that sinking fastball didn't sink, it stayed high. Miguel Gonzalez is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Miguel Gonzalez.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel.
The 1-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. After it is Davis. And he makes the catch in the corner. A's are gone. Luis Avilan comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wellington Castillo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
In now, Matt Davidson. A ball and no strikes. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Now the 1-0 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. And there's one down now. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
The 0-1 delivery. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Here's the 0-2. Hit in the air to right field. Lowry onto the grass. He tracks it down as the runner will challenge his arm and head for third. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Last time through was a base hit. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Hit out towards second. Lowry's got it. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to take care of him, and the A's have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is that they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
A 1-run game, 6-5, the final.